Hey, it's Alexander. So today I'm actually going to be talking about my favorite traditional Prohibition style cocktail that's made with one of my favorite liqueurs, Chartreuse. This here is green Chartreuse, and if you aren't aware, it is extremely hard to find these days. Since the year 1737, the Carthusian monks have made this in France. And as of January 2023, they actually came out with a letter to the public saying that they were going to protect their monastic life and focus on solitude and prayer. So they actually have not been releasing as much to the public, and in the United States it has become incredibly hard to find. But I have managed to get my hands on a bottle of green Chartreuse. I have some yellow Chartreuse on the way, but I don't have it yet. I'll be really excited to show you some cocktails with that one as well. But today I'm going to be going over my favorite cocktail with this liqueur called The Last Word. So you'll need a few more things for the cocktail, as well as the Chartreuse. You'll need some maraschino liqueur. I'm using Luxardo maraschino liqueur. It's one of my favorites. And you'll also need some gin, which I'll be using Hendrick's Orbium right here. You will also need some fresh squeezed lime juice, which I'll do here in just a moment. So for this cocktail, we're going to need 3/4 ounces of fresh squeezed lime juice. So if a recipe calls for fresh citrus or fresh juice in general, I do recommend going and getting the fresh produce and juicing it yourself. Because if you go to the store and you buy some juice that has preservatives in it, that can alter the flavor quite a bit. And also, even if you get something that is, preservative free and organic, you pay the extra money for it. The second you open it and use a little bit and close it, it's going to get oxidized. So that will alter the flavor a lot as well, and you don't want that. So the best thing you can do for your cocktails is to go ahead and get the fresh stuff and juice it yourself. It'll work wonders on your drinks, I promise. So I'm going to go ahead and juice this directly into the shaking tin, like so. Depending on the size of your limes, you may need 1, you may need 3. So go ahead and grab you a few. You can always use more in other cocktails. So now that we've juiced the limes directly into my tin, I'm going to pour it into my bell jigger. Now on this one here, you do have your different measurements. The small side, the top is 1 ounce. And if you can see on the inside there's actually rings that go down as you go in. So there's a 1/4 ounce, a 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce, and 1 ounce. And if you flip to the other side, you see that there's one ring inside there as well. That is 1.5 ounces, and the biggest all the way to the rim there is 2 ounces. So this is the perfect measuring tool for bartending. But in this case, I need 3/4 ounces of everything here, including the lime juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure that out. Here, let me clean this up a bit. So now that I have my 3/4 ounces of lime juice, I'm going to go ahead and add it back to my shaker tin. Next comes the gin. In this case, I'm using Hendrick's Orbium. Goes really well in this cocktail. 3/4 ounces of gin. Next comes the elusive green Chartreuse. 3/4 ounces of green Chartreuse. And last but not least, 3/4 ounces of Luxardo maraschino liqueur. Now all there is left to do is throw some ice in the tin, give it a good shake, and throw it in your glass and enjoy. So let's get at it. I'll always use a double strainer just because it catches all the fine shards of ice. And we'll give it a nice cherry garnish. And there we have it, The Last Word. This is probably one of my favorite cocktails ever. It's impossible to find now, so if you come across any green chartreuse on the back bar of a bar, definitely ask them if they can make this for you, because you might not have that much longer to try it. All there is left to do now is to give it a taste. Such a nice, balanced cocktail. It has herbal aromatics that shine through with that citrus note that you get from the lime. Now, a lot of these cocktails that I'm used to use lemon instead of lime. So it's nice to have that kind of funkiness from the lime that goes really well with those herbal notes that you get in that sweet chartreuse. And it's all balanced really well with that Luxardo cherry liqueur. It's a very, very nice cocktail, and I hope you all have a chance to try this before it's inevitably gone. Definitely get out there and give it a shot. But thanks for tuning in with me. I really do appreciate your views, and I'm looking forward to making so much more bartending content, and really any kind of content that I want to throw out there. I know that I plan on brewing some apple cider pretty soon. That's going to be a really nice video. I've done mead in the past. I've never tried just a normal cider, so this will be new for me as well. And I'd love to show you the adventure. I believe I'm going to be making all types of garnishing videos, all the classic videos, twists on the classic, as well as some of my own signature drinks that I've had featured at multiple different bars. So I can't wait to show you what all I have in store. Stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, and look out for the next video. We'll see you in the next one.